Hi, my name is Lisa Slater, and I'm going to be talking about reading assessment tools today. The first thing we need to do when we're looking at assessments is which assessment is right for you. Which one is going to evaluate your students in the way that you're really hoping, and then you need to make sure that you are understanding what you want to accomplish by doing this assessment. So we need to know what our goal, our end goal actually is. Is it to identify problems? Is it to get them to a place where they need to be and at a certain level? Or is this strictly because we've got state standards in place and we want to make sure that we are covering those? It also is very important for you to keep in mind the time it's going to take for you to do this assessment. Some assessments are very, very quick, which will only take about 30 minutes of your time, and some assessments it takes 8 to 9 hours to complete an entire assessment. A school district also needs to keep in mind the cost of the assessments. Every assessment costs a little bit different, so when we're at a day and age where we have budget cuts, we have to kind of keep that in mind and use the best assessment for the least cost. The three reading assessments that I'm going to be covering today are the Parcc, the ACT Career Ready 101, and the ACT Aspire. The first assessment for reading is the Parcc, which stands for the Partnership for Assessment of Readiness for College and Careers. This is an annual test. It's at the end of the year, and it tests English language arts and literacy, and then also mathematics to grades 3 through 8, and then also for high school. It is a computer-based test, although paper copies can be available. It costs approximately $25 per student. And what it does is it tests to see where students actually are in their achievement levels at the end of the year, to see where they need to head toward graduation, to see if they're on track for graduation or not. It takes approximately 5 hours for the reading portion of this test. And what it does is it also allows for students to read, draft written responses, and then also edit their work. They are reading real text, so both fiction and nonfiction, and then sometimes they are watching a video or listening to audio as well. So for instance, if they are doing a persuasive argument, then they have some facts that they can find from the reading or the videos or the audio to support their arguments. The one thing that I really like about this assessment is it is accessible to students with physical disabilities, and also it is accessible for students who have English as their second language. There is a test window for this assessment, which is between March and June, and the school districts are only given 30 days to test. Most schools are able to test within a week or two. Next assessment I'm going to be talking about is the ACT Career Ready 101. This is actually an assessment and a learning system put into one that really focuses on the knowledge and abilities that are important for success in the workplace. The Career Ready 101 prepares students to take the ACT Work Keys and also the ACT National Career Readiness Certificate assessments, and it's for students in grades 9 through 12. Really, this is two programs in one. It combines the ACT Key Train and also the ACT Soft Skills Suite program. The ACT Key Train really focuses on career readiness for reading, math, and writing, and it is based on the National Career Cluster Framework, which is really talking about the Career and Technical Education program, and it's a program of study. The ACT Soft Skills Suite helps to identify the skill gaps hiring managers most frequently report. Because this Career Ready 101 is focused on success in the workplace, the lessons really coincide to exploring careers, their skills, and also lessons with financial awareness and job seeking skills. It is a computer-based program, and it has the pre-test built right into it. When a student takes the pre-test, it will put them in a level. There is levels 1 through 7, 1 being the lowest, 7 being the highest. And then what I really like about this program is that when you're doing the reading for information, you can actually get into the program, and it will tell you what the minimum level for a certain career will be. For instance, an RN degree, a person who is an RN would probably have to successfully complete a level 5, where if you were to look at a chemical engineer in reading for information, he would need to complete a level 6 in this area. What I also love about this program is that it is an internet-based program. So after a student is put and takes the pre-test and put into a level, they work through the lessons. And during those lessons, there are formative assessments along the way. And then at the very end, there is a summative assessment for that level. Once they pass the summative assessment at the end, then they go on to the next level and can work through that following level. Because it is internet-based, then students can work on the program at any time. One downfall of this program is that it does take a lot of time to work through it, and it is quite expensive. So a school district really has to look through this program to see whether it really fits their needs. The last assessment I'm going to be talking about is the ACT Aspire. This is an assessment that measures student development and knowledge of the skills in English, math, reading, and science. And it measures that growth from grades 3 to 8 and early high school. It is a summative assessment, and it's given annually, and it measures the student's progress toward the ACT College and Career Readiness standards. The scores can help educators monitor the student's academic growth over time, and then also plan their instruction accordingly. The ACT Aspire is computer-based. It takes about 4.5 hours to complete all the subject areas, and it costs about $20 per student. The reading assessment for this ACT Aspire takes about 65 minutes to complete, and it has some reading passages that are followed by several multiple choice questions. The nice thing about this is it does give immediate feedback after the test is done, and then it also is appropriate for all students except for those with the most severe cognitive disability. For an added cost, ACT Aspire also has some formative assessments that can be done throughout the year. These assessments are shorter yet highly revealing to the students' academic achievements, and so educators know whether they are on track. These assessments typically only take less than 45 minutes. They also are computer-based and provide immediate feedback.